I use voice memos all the time. Voice memos is a great way to organize your thoughts. You've always got your device with you. It's usually pretty easy to just whip it out and start talking. One of the great things about voice memos is if you don't feel like dictating into Siri and getting everything wrong, or you want to give audible instructions to your students, or if you just want to throw out your ideas and organize them later on for unique lesson plans, voice memos is great when you're in a pinch and you've just got your device and you want to throw down some ideas for work and lesson planning. So let's take a look at how it works. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the Voice Memos app. So right in there, you can see I've got my all recordings. I've got a search button up at the top. If you've got a lot of recordings, you can search them and index them here. You tap the record button to start a voice memo. So I'll just tap it. Next week's lesson will be a podcast lesson where students use every role in a podcast studio, from producer to audio editor to on-air host. So there we go. I've got my nice new idea. And if I want to rename it, it's as simple as tapping the name of it, and I can call it Podcast Unit. So just my little, memory jogger for the podcast unit and what I want to do with it. I can play it back right there by tapping play. And of course, I can skip forward and backwards by 15 seconds, but the whole thing is only 15 seconds. So, that necessarily not super important for there. Now I can trash it on the bottom right, okay? Or I can swipe left from the right side. So I can just swipe in right there, and I've got to delete it, move it to a folder, and a couple more actions. Obviously, you can share this and send it out to people. So if you wanted to, you could share it and instantly pop it in Google Drive. You could email it to a student. So if it wasn't necessarily planning, but if it was an explanation of something really quickly that you wanted to get out to a student, that could be a great way to do it. Music teachers use this Voice Memos app all the time. I mean, I can make a voice memo recording. I'll tap record, and I'll just play in like a harmony part. And I might send that harmony part out to my students. So let's say it's the alto part in a chorus piece they're singing. All right. And now I can just send it to them very quickly. I don't have to open up GarageBand and open up all these different apps, convert it. You can just quickly play the part, boop, and email it out. Now, one of the cool things is that there is a small audio editor built into voice memos as well. So if I want to get rid of that stuff in the beginning, I can tap the three dots right there. All right, and I tap edit recording. And from there, you can see where I was talking and when I started playing the notes. So I just tap the crop tool, and I can decide to crop right to there. There we go. And I'll just hit trim, and I'm all set. And I hit save. And now my recording is only the piano part. And by the way, if I wanted to add more, I've got that resume button down at the bottom now. So if I decided, hey, I want to add more to this, you can go ahead and add more. So you actually can construct an entire piece right there. Got this little magical make it better button too at the top, little noise reduction, EQ, things just to make it sound a little bit better. And then I'll hit done, and that particular part is ready to get sent out. So I find it actually quicker, and I'm a guy who uses Logic and audio editing programs all the time, but I find it a little quicker to just dive in and send parts out using voice memos. It's a great little app that you can send instructions, musical things, categorize your ideas, and even put them in folders. Really, really fantastic little tool that you've always got on you.